So without directly confirming to us that Captain Marvel 2 is going to be another prequel within the confines of the MCU, Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige has more or less confirmed this to us. So recently, Kevin Feige was of course doing a lot of interviews, and not just in regards to Avengers Endgame, but also Captain Marvel and how everything ties together. When specifically asked about that giant time gap that happens between Avengers Endgame and what happens in Captain Marvel, Feige was not so quick to dismiss that we're never going to visit that. Essentially what he said is, there's these two giant intergalactic species out there. They're at a conflict. You haven't seen Captain Marvel because she's out there in her own corner of space doing her own thing that's been unrelated to everything that happened during the course of the MCU so far. So there's potential to explore that there. And honestly, you just kind of look at that and go, you know, you need like glasses to just look at that and be like, yeah, I see what you're saying. We're going to deal with the Skrull-Kree War, which he's already teased along with other people involved with the film, right? So it kind of makes a lot of sense what direction they're going in, and realistically, that story's not over. You look at what the Kree are when it comes time to like look at Guardians 1, they seem like a shell of what they were when we see them in Captain Marvel on Hala, right? You look at the Skrulls, we haven't heard from them, but we know that they're out there and they're getting a new home. So there's got to be something more to this, right? And honestly, I think that's kind of what they're going for here. And they don't want to confirm it because things could always change, but that's realistically the best solution and the best way to go. Because that's realistically then another prequel that doesn't have to interfere with anything, but fleshes out more of who Carol is before she arrives in Endgame. So yeah, it'll come years later, but still, it's filling in the gaps.